Hello, you are listening to the Charles Bonnet Syndrome podcast. My name is Shaimond, and today we don't have a special guest. It's just me, but I've been working on this episode for a very long time, and I'm so excited that I can actually share it with you. What this episode is going to be about is coping mechanisms, general tips, and natural remedies, among other things, for CBS. And CBS is Charles Bonnet Syndrome. These are suggestions that I received from people with CBS and experts on the condition, like research that I read from Dr. Dominic Fitch, also Dr. Gary Cusick, Scott Muirden, Judith Potts, even Eva Potts have given me some of this information. So I just wanted to share it, and I compiled it all here in this episode for you. I'm not a medical professional or psychologist. I'm just sharing general tips, a few natural remedies, and other information that I have that I think is helpful. So always consult your doctor before trying anything new, whether it's a natural remedy or exercise or whatever it may be. I've broken this episode down into 6 parts: general tips, coping mechanisms while your hallucinations are happening, natural treatments, other remedies, prescription medicine, and what not to do. I'm starting with general tips. The first and foremost thing is to remember that the hallucinations can't harm you. Although they can be annoying and even frightening at times, they cannot harm you. If you have someone around you, ask if they see what you're seeing. If they say no and you trust them, then believe it's not there. If you have no sight and you're seeing something, it must be CBS. If you have low vision and you're seeing something clearly, it's probably CBS. If you have a dog or another animal and they're not reacting to what you're seeing, then it's probably a hallucination and it's not there. Remember, the hallucinations don't want anything. They're just happening because of your visual impairment. If you think the hallucinations want something, or your house is haunted, or something like that, it will usually cause you more stress, and that usually exacerbates your CBS. Find someone or a few people that you can talk to about what you're experiencing. Sometimes talking to people about problems or issues can help you feel better. Find a therapist. Sometimes talking with a therapist about what you're going through can help. Go to CBS support groups and share your experiences and hear what other people are going through, so you'll know that you're not alone. Do things like develop new hobbies. I had one person tell me on a podcast interview that they wear yellow glasses, and somehow the yellow tint in those glasses help decrease their hallucinations. So you can consider wearing yellow glasses and see if it can help you. Try cognitive behavioral therapy with a therapist. That has been proven to help some people with CBS. Listen to this podcast or other resources to get information, encouragement, tips, and more. Visit the Esme's Umbrella website. It's packed with information, tips, and more. That's charlesbonnetsyndrome.uk. I know this next thing is not always easy, especially if you have a visual impairment, but try not to isolate yourself. If possible, get out the house, try walking around the block or with friends, or going to a senior center. Most senior centers have low-cost transportation. Accept that you have CBS. Unless a doctor tells you otherwise, CBS is the only reason you're having visual hallucinations. So don't think it's something else, because that would only cause you more stress. Watch or listen to TV shows and movies you like. If you feel good, that usually reduces stress and keeps you happy, and it should decrease your hallucinations, hopefully. Journal your experiences, your emotions, your thoughts, and triggers. You can dictate your journals into an app if necessary. Create something you like. If you still have sight, crochet, knit, draw, or color. Wear a thick eye patch when you sleep. Some people have said that has decreased their hallucinations or made them go away. Practice meditation if possible. There are a lot of tips or courses and ways that you can learn how to meditate, and that can help balance you out and decrease the amount of hallucinations you have. If you only get the hallucinations when you sleep in one room, try sleeping in another room. Practice yoga. That has been proven to help sometimes. This is not always easy, especially if you have CBS, but try your best to get a good night's sleep. Maybe a sleep schedule can be good, or soothing music, or bath before you go to bed. Keep your stress levels low. You may not be able to stop or control the hallucinations, but you can control how you respond to them. Say positive words and positive affirmations. Words are powerful and often eventually come true if you believe them. Here are a few coping mechanisms while the hallucinations are happening. Tell yourself it's not real. Tell yourself it can't hurt you. Change the atmosphere in the room. If it's bright, turn the lights down. If it's dim, turn the lights on. Change the mood in the room. If it's quiet, turn on music or the TV. If it's loud, turn things down or off. Clap your hands or snap your fingers. Shine a flashlight at the image. Reach out and touch the hallucinations. Keep busy. By staying active, this can often be a distraction and minimize your CBS. Change positions. If you're laying one way, switch another way. If you're sitting on one side of the couch, maybe try to move to another side of the couch. Exercise. We all know that it's mind, body, and soul. So doing things to keep your body healthy has helped some people, they have told me. And of course, before doing any kind of exercise or starting a regimen, you can talk with your doctor. Walk into another room or another part of the house. You can try ignoring the hallucinations. Some people have said that works and they don't feed into it or give them any kind of energy. Listen to music. Sometimes that takes you to a happier time or a memory. You can start dancing. Sometimes when you dance, you feel good. Have a touchstone in the room that lets you know it's your house. So you can have a particular object that is sitting at a certain place in your house, and no matter what kind of hallucinations you're having, try to touch on to that. And by touching on that, it's a reminder that you are in your house, and you may need to have a family member help you get to that object, but touch on that touchstone and that'll be a reminder that, yes, this is my room. Yes, this is my house. Turn on your favorite TV show or audiobook and just listen to that to get some enjoyment. Sometimes just telling yourself that you're going to have a good night's sleep no matter what happens can help, because words are powerful, and sometimes by saying these things, it will actually come and turn into existence. If you still have sight, take pictures of the hallucinations with your phone. And if the hallucinations are not there, then you know it was CBS. Sing or whistle. Sometimes that's been proven to help. Practice mindfulness, like focusing on your breath or focusing on the moment. Blink your eyes slowly or roll your eyes around until the hallucinations disappear. You can speak to the hallucinations like, say, get out of here, and sometimes they will go. Try your best to think good thoughts and reflect on good memories and good times in your life. And if you have to, have a family member or someone that you can call and you can talk to about what you're seeing. And if it's late at night or you don't feel comfortable calling then, you can call the next morning and just tell them, hey, this is what's happening. Hopefully that person knows about CBS and hopefully you're comfortable talking to them. And that's really good to get things off your chest. I know if you're in the UK, they have some hotlines that you can call. They are run by the RNIB. And there's a phone number that I saw that is 020-7391-3299. Hopefully that number is still active, but you can call that if you're in the UK. If you're in the US, you can call Dr. Gary Cusick. He shares his number all the time. It's 502-439-0398. And you can also call Eva Potts, who is the founder of her own nonprofit, and it's called Mary Carmel's Light. And she is very active in the CBS community, helping people. And her number is 704-389-0160. So here are some natural remedies. But of course, check with your doctor before trying any of these things. So drink chamomile tea or some other kind of soothing tea to help you relax. And I've heard of this natural remedy that has been proven to help some people. It's called Y-gang San. Hopefully I pronounced that right, but the way that you spell it is YI-GANSAN. So hopefully I pronounced that right. And that's been proven to help some people, and it's a natural remedy. Lavender has been proven to help. You can take it as a pill or as a scent, and it's been proven to relax you and help. Omega-3 supplements have been proven to help some. Ginger, CBD oil, and melatonin has been proven to help some people sleep. But once again, before you try any of those things, even though they're natural remedies, you can definitely reach out to your doctor before that. So there's some other treatments that I've learned about that have been helping some people. Some are experimental, but they are definitely worth mentioning. All of these treatments are non-intrusive, which means that there's less side effects, or in some cases, no side effects. Transcranial magnetic stimulation. That's a magnetic brain stimulation. And there have been studies that have been done that have shown that this is an effective treatment for CBS. Another treatment is repetitive transorbital alternating current stimulation, and that is used to treat certain eye conditions. And when you get this stimulation that's near the eyes, it can improve your eyesight for certain eye conditions, and that can help decrease or even eliminate your CBS, depending on how much success you have with that treatment. And transcranial direct current stimulation, which is controlled electric currents to the brain, and that's also been proven to help with CBS. So, as far as prescription medicines, some prescription medicines help some people, but not others, or work for a while, then stop. Most medicines for hallucinations have serious or severe side effects. For the most part, prescription medicines don't work and should be used as a last resort for people who CBS is unbearable. But if you fall into that category, speak with your doctor and they can potentially consider prescribing some medicines to you if that's something that you absolutely have to try. You may have to educate your doctor about CBS first, and they may refer you to a psychiatrist, neuro-ophthalmologist, or some other kind of medical professional. Another thing that I've heard is you can have DNA testing to see what medicines might work or not work for your DNA type. So that's worth considering because some people with certain DNA can have certain side effects with certain medicines, but that's something definitely worth considering. Some things that you shouldn't do is don't try to fight the hallucinations because you may hit your hand on an object or a wall or a person that is standing by and hurt yourself or someone else. And don't swing things around at the CBS hallucinations because you may hurt someone or break something. Don't spray chemicals at the hallucinations because you can discolor your floor, couch, or objects in your house. Chemicals are not good to breathe in either. Now, last but certainly not least, don't try to make sense of the hallucinations because even experts are still trying to figure out things about CBS. Just remember, it's CBS and you have it because of your visual impairment, no more or no less. And the hallucinations can't harm you. So if you have any other coping mechanisms that I missed, let me know and I may make a part 2 to this. And if you have any questions for me, you can email me at cbsyndromepodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that's cbsyndromepodcast@gmail.com. And remember, you're stronger than you know, you're brave, you're talented, you're beautiful, you're not alone. There's plenty of people that can identify with what you're going through. And despite what it may feel like, there are a lot of medical professionals, researchers, and other people that are doing a great deal of research to try to understand this condition better, to be able to come up with some treatments and potentially a cure. And I believe that will happen one day. I'll catch you on the next episode.